Christmas came early for some of the top athletes in our area as the early National Signing Day was held for some of the city's top football players. Let's take you out of Veterans Memorial High School. See right there, James People, running back there, signed with Ohio State. Yes, the Ohio State. James is a big-time running back and will take his skills to the Big Ten Conference and one of the top programs in the country.
There's so many factors that play into it being the Ohio State. Not just the people, but like the area, Columbus, my family's up there. Everything is just almost like a perfect storm, you know, with everything going on right there. I mean, they're super high on me. I was super high on them as well. The opportunities are there. And I mean, if there's an opportunity to go there, I'm going to go get it.
All right, look at my man with the shades there. Okay, over at Clemens High School, four-star safety Paul Menke Jr. made his decision in front of friends and family. And we're going to check it right there. Yes, he is going to Washington to play football for the Huskies. His parents actually went to Washington's rivals, Washington State, and his dad played quarterback and tight end for the Cougars back in the late 90s. So what does Paul Jr. have to say?
I think it's really cool. It's kind of weird playing for the opposite team now because the Huskies rival the Cougars, right. So I guess it's a little in-house rivalry now, but it's really good. My grandparents wanted me to do it. Pretty much all my family's on the West Coast, so they can enjoy all my games and visit with me, and I can go down for Christmas, you know what I mean?
All right, we also stopped by Smithson Valley, the Rangers, and the Steel Knights, and for more on those signings, all you got to do is head over to our website, KSAT12. All right, for better or worse, the Spurs are back on the court tonight after getting blown out by the Bucks the other night. But we are expected to get Wemby back. Take a look at some of these highlights from the other day. Zach Collins gave the Spurs their only lead, 2-0, and then it was Bucks from there on behind Damian Lillard. He scored 40 points in that win. And again, once the ball was tipped, it took the Bucks just 4 minutes to build it into a double-digit lead, and then they cruised from there.
Yeah, but we were just asleep, I think, for the first, I'd have to watch the film, but probably 4 minutes. It didn't help that we couldn't hit a shot, but I think our just mindset from the jump wasn't good, and we have to be more professional, start games better because we played pretty well the rest of the way. And that hurts when, you know, we knew all we had to do was start a little bit better, be more aggressive, instead of getting hit first and having to respond. You know, that's tough, but we're happy with how we played the rest of the way.
All right, tonight it's Spurs versus Doubles. Wemby is expected to return, but Devin Vassell is questionable. You know what would be a good Christmas gift? A Wemby jersey.
Oh.
You didn't see that one coming?
No, I did not. But yeah, I thought you were going to say a win.
Oh, a win would be nice. Yeah, I like the jersey more.
Okay. A lot more to come. It will be a busy few days on the roads and in the air. So what can you do to avoid some of the travel headaches? Ways to make your trip go smoothly, especially in those long TSA lines in the next half hour.
Welcome back. While millions from coast to coast are flocking to airports and hitting the road during what experts say could be the busiest holiday travel season ever. So brace yourself for busy airports and the highways. The Transportation Security Administration expects to see a 6% increase in travel this holiday weekend. 7.5 million people projected to fly from Saturday, December 23rd to Monday, January 1st. But TSA officials say that they're ready for the 12-day long holiday air travel rush that begins tomorrow.
We will be fully staffed for the holiday. We have high confidence that we'll be able to handle this volume. You can expect to wait in line. We're going to do everything we can to mitigate that wait, but there will be lines. It will be busy.
All right, here's some good advice here. Officials say that arriving 2 hours ahead of your flight, make sure you do that, and also allow time to park for rental cars, also your own parking, and check baggage before going through security. By the way, the busiest days on the roadways are forecasted to be Saturday, December 23rd, Thursday, December 28th, and Saturday, December 30th.
And one way to help speed things up when you're going through TSA lines, make sure packing items correctly. For example, it's okay to pack food in your carry-on bag, but when it comes to liquids, there are more rules. Those aren't allowed in the cabin, but you can check many of them.
If you can spill it, spread it, spray it, pump it, or pour it, then it needs to go in your check bag.
Another tip, don't wrap the gifts because there's a chance TSA agents may have to unwrap them.
Well, that's a bummer.
I didn't really think about that.
Good point. Yeah, taking some box, maybe the gifts in a box. Anyways, a lot of people going to be traveling Mia, so obviously people paying attention to the skies, roads, everything in between.
Yep, definitely. And besides, again, some areas of morning drizzle and fog and maybe just a few passing light showers over the next couple of days. Really that next best chance for rain, and maybe a couple of thunderstorms moves in Sunday morning. So if you're traveling north along I-35 or even east on I-10, definitely going to want to pay attention to the radar before hitting the roadways on Sunday morning. Then that front clears us out, and coming home Christmas Day or afterwards, no problems or issues there. Let's get you the latest in terms of, yes, a look at the radar, but also a look at our temperatures and the cloud cover. The more widespread rain closer to the Waco area right now. We've got just some widely separated showers pushing across south central Texas. The cloud cover still very much with us. So all of us except for Cotulla currently in the 60s, 63 here in the Alamo City, 71 though down I-35 in Cotulla, 64 in Uvalde, 61 in Kerrville. Current temperature is 63 out east in Gonzales. And again, we'll keep that 30 to 40% potential for a few more showers to continue roaming across the area this afternoon into the evening, and that will continue through the overnight. Another round of that patchy morning drizzle, fog, and some mist expected, not just tomorrow morning, not just Saturday morning, but really even into Sunday as we start to see a little bit more of that rain move in ahead of that front. Temperatures low 60s in the morning over the next couple of days, transitioning to the mild upper 60s Friday into Saturday. Slightly warmer into Christmas Eve as we start to see a little bit of clearing, that drier air punching in there as well. By the way, the drier air, it's going to move in via a breezy, if not windy, north wind by Sunday night and Monday morning. So we'll break down those wind gusts, what we can expect heading into Christmas Day, coming up in just a bit.
Thank you very much, Mia. 6 Americans who were wrongfully detained in Venezuela have been freed and are back on U.S. soil. The release of 10 Americans from Venezuelan custody unfolded so quickly that their families didn't arrive in time to greet them right here at San Antonio's Kelly Field. 6 of the 10 walked off a plane with U.S. State Department officials who negotiated their release. The deal also included the return of the infamously corrupt military contractor known as Fat Leonard Francis. He was the mastermind of the largest bribery scandal in the U.S. naval history and escaped to Venezuela last year after his conviction back in 2015. In exchange, the U.S. agreed to return Alex Saab, a close ally of the Venezuelan president who was facing prison time in the U.S. on corruption and money laundering charges.
The FBI is warning people about a rise in gift card scams. It says crooks are finding ways to steal your money before you even make a purchase. Still ahead, why keeping yourself safe from thieves starts when you're picking out your gift cards in the store. Toyota is recalling about 1 million vehicles over a potential problem with the passenger airbag. The recall covers 15 Toyota and Lexus models, including the Camry, Sienna, and RAV4, as well as Lexus RX 350 and ES 350. The model years are between 2020 and 2022. Toyota says the occupant classification system sensor in the recalled vehicles could short circuit. The sensor helps identify whether the person sitting in the front passenger seat is an adult or a child based on the weight. Toyota says as a result of the possible glitch, the airbag may not deploy in certain kinds of crashes when it should. The company will notify owners of the recalled vehicles by the middle of February.
All right, go gift cards. They're definitely a go-to last-minute gift, but now there is a warning from the FBI about gift card scams. According to the FTC, gift card fraud cost Americans more than $160 million in the first 9 months of this year.
And there's been a sharp spike in scams this holiday season. ABC's Aaron Katersky has a look at how you can tell if a card has been tampered with before you buy it.
Exclusive images of a scam. The FBI showing GMA how criminals tamper with gift cards, shoplifting them from stores and placing a bogus security sticker over the real one. Scammers reseal the packaging. These images show the glue residue left behind and put them back into stores where unsuspecting customers fill these compromised cards with money that is sometimes instantly stolen.
So we're seeing this scam across the United States. It's really picked up in the last few weeks, and we see generally a rise in scams of this type around the holidays.
The latest method criminals are using to lift the money out of your pocket this holiday season.
You have my $200, the crook has my gift.
Suzanne Godovic fell victim when she says she gave a $200 Target gift card as a baby gift. When the new mom went to spend the money, it wasn't there.
She was scratching out that silver metallic security lining at the store, at the cash register with all of her baby purchases. And it comes up zero balance. And also there was a note that said that this gift card had been assigned to another account.
Gift card scams have been around for years, but the FBI says never at the volume they're seeing now.
How would a consumer even know that the gift card they're buying actually has no value because it's been siphoned away by some criminal?
So the consumer has to be really vigilant.
The FBI says look to see if the packaging seems tampered with, if there's a sticker over the scratch-off material. Buy gift cards kept behind a counter and save the receipts, something Suzanne Godovic said kept her from losing money.
It was a little while, but then finally I got an email from Target Gift Card Services and they said that they'd be happy to replace my gift card. So yes, for me, I got the $200 back.
Target said in a statement, "We are aware of the prevalence of gift card tampering and take this issue very seriously. Now, store teams regularly inspect cards for physical signs of tampering."
Now, if you're going to go to these stores to buy some gifts for the holiday, maybe take an umbrella.
Yep, not a bad idea, especially this afternoon and over the next couple of days, where we do have a few rain chances that stick with us through about midday or even into the early afternoon on Christmas Eve. Then we're going to clear things out for Christmas Day and early next week. And that's exactly what we're expecting over the next several hours here in San Antonio. Generally cloudy skies, mid to upper 60s in terms of those daytime highs, and about a 40% potential to find a few more showers move through. So we'll talk again about this setup, the additional rain chances that continue into the holiday weekend. Plus, the latest drought monitor was released this morning. We'll get you the latest look at that after the break.
Hey everyone, happy holidays. I want to test out my KSAT colleagues' knowledge of Christmas carols and their lyrics. So I got my fancy tuner fork. Let's go. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on, bobtails ring. There you go, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bell, jingle, jingle, jingle bell. Okay. What's a bobtail? It's when a tail of the horse is docked. Like what does that mean? Yeah. Okay. A day or two ago,
there's a second verse.
I thought I'd take a ride. Is this the same song? Yes. Oh. And soon
I'll have lots of pride.
I'll be in snow.
I saw Santa Claus standing by my side.
I'm heading home for Christmas and making it a good night. Oh,
they play that on the radio?
Yeah, they do. It's in soon. Miss Fanny Bright was seated by my side. Miss Fanny?
Who's that? KSAT Explains idea.
All right.
Who is Fanny Bright?
I love Dylan asking questions.
Yeah, of course, he's got to. He's an investigative
Why?
reporter. Who is this person? Why is this in this song? Yeah, that was great. That was a great job.
Those are
And then
fun.
Sarah kind of like remixed her own. She just went up.
I think if you say it with confidence, everyone will believe you, maybe.
Yeah, there you go. I didn't know any of those words.
I thought you did pretty good. You got the
Yeah, there you
part.
go.
I was waiting for that. And then Courtney Friedman, who's that? Very good. Very entertaining. So yes, definitely trying to get in the Christmas spirit. Of course, we've got some mild weather. After that front moves through, though, on Sunday, some cooler weather and chilly mornings, upper 30s, low 40s as early as next Tuesday morning in store. Let's talk all about it. But first, want to get you the latest rainfall recap so far, yes, this month, but also this year as we get ready to wrap up 2023. So since December 1st, in terms of rainfall here at San Antonio International, just over 0.3 of an inch, almost an inch below where we should be for this time in the month. Since the start of the year on January 1st, over 19 inches of rain, which is better than last year, but we're still about 12 inches below where we should be for, again, this time in the year. Now, how does that translate to the latest drought monitor that was released earlier this morning? We didn't see a whole lot of change compared to the drought monitor that we had come in last week. Still the worst route, this red color extreme drought in place. That encompasses Bexar County, us here in the Alamo City, points northward into portions of the hill country along and even west of the I-35 corridor. We still do have at least some classification of drought in place for most of us, so any little bit of rain definitely helps. And this rain that we're seeing today and what we're going to see accumulated over the next several days, not going to be totally drought busting, but at least it's something. We'll be monitoring this here on your authority radar. So here's the latest. In terms of notable rain now, that's pretty much moved out of Bexar County. We are still monitoring this little stream of light to moderate rain pushing through Comal County. That's near Smithson Valley, Startsville. That's headed for Canyon Lake, so good news there. Out east, still do have some light showers pushing across portions of Gonzales County, even stretching over into DeWitt County right there near Cuero. A few more light showers along the I-10 corridor, generally north and west of San Antonio near Kerrville, as well as Comfort. A little healthier downpour just to the west of Medina Lake near Lake Hills, just to the southeast of Bandera. That's pushing farther up to the north, and we'll still monitor this. Also light shower activity across our far southwestern counties near Crystal City, stretching up Highway 83. Some of that has just pushed through Carrizo Springs. 40% potential for some additional showers later on this afternoon and even through the overnight. Again, we are expecting more rounds of patchy morning drizzle, making for damp morning drives here over the next several days. And then a few showers still expected into the afternoons each day. Saturday night and into Christmas Eve morning on Sunday, that's our next best chance to find some additional rain, maybe an isolated thunderstorm, all ahead of that cool front that we've been talking about, which will then move through and make for a very nice Christmas day, although it will be a little bit windy here in south central Texas on Monday. Here's the big picture across the lower 48, that rain we've been dealing with across the Lone Star State. There's that area of low pressure in the Pacific. That is what essentially is going to help push that front through the area on Sunday. Take a look at temperatures. Chilly across the northern tier, just barely above freezing right now in Bismarck, North Dakota, sitting at 34 degrees. 47 in Casper, Wyoming. It's 33 in Boise. For us here in San Antonio, still low 60s, around 63 degrees. So we'll monitor that morning drizzle and some fog and mist over the next several days. There's that low pressure system that's going to be moving into the desert southwest tomorrow and into Saturday, even sparking some snow across portions of the Rockies. Unfortunately, not going to be a white Christmas for us here in south central Texas, but we'll see that front move through on Christmas Eve. You can see it's going to clear us out from west to east throughout the day on Sunday. And then, yes, it gets windy by Sunday night and into Monday morning. So here's the latest when it comes to your wind gust forecast, generally upwards of about 25 to even 30 mile per hour wind gusts expected. So that's something to keep in mind. If you have any outdoor holiday decorations, just know that it could get a little breezy shortly thereafter that. That will be a theme into Monday with more sunshine, that low humidity, and temperatures a bit cooler, topping off in the mid 60s. That will continue and carry over Tuesday and into Wednesday. So pleasant weather as we head into next week. We're going to take a step aside. We'll be right back after the break.
Welcome back. Well, Times Square's, yes, they are getting ready for its annual New Year's Eve festivities with all of these new numerals. Check this out. The giant 7-foot-tall 2024 touchdown on the Broadway Plaza this week. Like many tourists coming to New York City to celebrate New Year's Eve, these numerals traveled far and wide. The 2024 came all the way from the West Coast, Los Angeles, and it even made pit stops at holiday events in Tucson and Philadelphia. The 4 numerals are made up of 588 energy-efficient LED bulbs.
It's going to be bright out there.
Yes, definitely. Good times.
Now, you've heard of the 12 days of Christmas, but how about a week's worth of SA Live Christmas specials?
All right, I like this. We're feeling warm and fuzzy with a great holiday showcase from Mike and Fiona. Here's a sneak peek.
Well, coming up today on SA Live, our Christmas special, and we sort of get the day off because 2 of Santa's favorite, hardest working elves are going to be pretty much taken over.
Yes, they are. And we are going to meet baby reindeer for their first flight with Santa and tell you where you can meet these fluffy North Pole dwellers right here in town.
So many great facts about them. Also, we take you to a Christmas tree farm that's been keeping the Christmas spirit alive in the hill country for more than 30 years.
And everyone everyone is thinking about Christmas savings this year, so we share great deals on dining, shopping, and family fun experiences for the whole holiday season.
And of course, the holidays are all about food, and a couple from our KSAT family share holiday recipes from some of your favorite on-air talents.
And Carino Cortez with La Familia Cortez shares 3 hot chocolate recipes to warm you up this winter.
And we can't forget about all the beautiful Christmas music. We hear classic Christmas carols from violinists.
All that and more today on the SA Live Christmas Special.